And we're going to begin seated. So find a nice tall seat and situate yourself, you know, move your shoulders, your head, neck. See what will feel good for you to kind of begin opening up in this practice. Shake the head out. Remember, you can always sit on a block or a blanket. We're going to take the shoulders up, back, and then down. And see if you can keep the pelvis somewhat inwardly, but lift the heart. Draw the chin in slightly. Feel like there's a support beam behind you. And that support beam is even tall enough for the head. And gently close the eyes. Relax the muscles in the face. Soften the jaw. Soften the temples. Soften the crown of the head, the whole scalp. Soften the outer ears. Soften the inner ears. And feel now that the whole head is relaxed. Actively holding the head up, and yet it's relaxed at the same time. And just like that, we want the mind to be active and yet relaxed. And this is what our practice is for. So let's first take a nice clearing breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. You can come into a naturally deep breath as I offer a little bit from Yogananda, Paramahansa Yogananda. And just continue to breathe a little bit deeper, a little bit longer. This is so simply stated, such a good reminder. There is no excuse for being restless within. If you are always calm, you will also be more efficient. And if you want to wake up from this cosmic dream world, you must practice calmness, no matter what happens. As soon as your mind becomes restless, give it a whack with your will and order it to be calm. Don't make a fuss about anything. Whenever you worry, remember, you are deepening the cosmic delusion within you. And so we can remember, there is no excuse for being restless within. If you are always calm, you will also be more efficient. And we'll allow this to fill our practice today as we begin to move. So let's come into Ujjayi Pranayama, victorious breath. Most of you have practiced with me. Those of you that haven't, just do your best. So we'll take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, fog it out through the mouth. Mouth stays open, fog inwardly. Close the mouth, exhale through the nostrils. And come into that sensation like you're fogging a mirror, but the lips are sealed. You're breathing in and out. I'm going to give us our translation for a mantra that I offer usually before Sunday classes because this is really important and we're all at home. This is our time to remember the meaning of this mantra for our yoga practice. I bow to the presence of the divine within, our true and highest teacher that lives in and around us as being, consciousness, and bliss. It is ever present and radiates peace, lighting the way to transformation. And our physical practice today. So when you're ready, come up to a table posture, hands and knees. Bring the wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And from here, let's begin to find some movement with the spine, find some movement with the trunk. So inhaling, really expanding the lungs, filling, nourishing them, letting the belly drop, and then exhale, emptying them out completely so that they're more efficient on the in breath. So inhaling, expanding, exhale, emptying out, and continue like this, inhaling, relaxing the belly, filling up. That relaxation allows us to draw more air inwards, and then exhale, emptying out, and releasing so the in breath can be deeper. Let's continue this. This is our cat cow motion, and you'll move through a little bit more. I will be now and then getting up and checking just to make sure no one is trying to hop in and having a hard time. So in the next inhalation, find a neutral table posture. And as we take an exhale, empty the lungs. On the following inhalation, lift the right arm up towards the sky and move through the wrists a little bit. And then just start to send the hips back like you're coming into a child's posture, but really not quite. Then we'll lift up and then bring this right hand down. Inhaling the left arm up, find some movement with the hand. Start to send the hips down. Upper body pretty much stays as it is, just the legs bend more deeply. Come back up. And then exhale, bring the hand down. Okay, the next inhale, lift the right arm upwards, send the hips back, and then exhale, you can come back to center, bring the right hand down. Inhale the left arm up, send the hips back, and then lift the hips. The left hand comes down on the exhale. Take a few more of these, inhaling the arm up as you take the hips back, exhaling, lowering. You can take one more round. And then after that, we'll be meeting in child's posture. So we can take the knees apart, let the big toes touch, and then set the hips down, lower the trunk. If you're working with blocks today, you can bring forehead to block, or if forehead finds mat, comfortably go there. Notice the breath, breathing deeply at all times. The breath mirrors the thoughts. And so if we control the breath itself, then we can help control our thoughts. Always calm, without worry. 3 more deep breaths. Okay, next inhalation, rise up to table posture. We'll come up so that we find the knees together, closer together again. And then let's step the hands forward one step, roll over the toes, and then lift the knees, send the hips back and up into downward facing dog, where we'll start to pedal, maybe sway. If you have any wrist issues, this can be done from forearms. It's a little harder. That would be a dolphin posture. Or remember, you can have knees down and you can take palms forward and come into Anahatasana, heart chakra pose. Some people call that puppy dog. So from here, let's take a couple more deep breaths. And then we're going to look forward and float the feet forward to the top of the mat. Let's separate the feet to the edges of the mat, and we're going to drop the hips right into a squat at this point. So lowering the hips, taking the elbows to the inner knees, and prying the knees open. And then we're going to create resistance 3 times. So on the inhale, remember the hips can be up too, that's fine. On the inhale, push the legs and arms into each other. And then on the exhale, release the legs, but keep that pressure with the arms. Inhale, create resistance, push the legs in. Exhale, release. Inhale, push in. Exhale, release. And then let's be here in our squat for 4 deep breaths. Release the hands down. Inhale, lift the hips upwards. Maybe straighten the legs, maybe keep them bent. Let's actually totally deactivate the trunk. So feel that the spine, there's no control there. And feel the arms released. Feel the head letting go. Now, you might be looking towards the hands. Drop the head completely. And so we can sense that part of the physical body is active, part of it is not active, and yet all of it is calm. Calmly active, actively calm. Let's start to lift the trunk at this time and become more active. And we're going to come up halfway. We have the feet separated. So we can take the hands forward, bring the fingertips down, or you can bring the hands to the legs. But let's be here a little bit more active. Ardha Uttanasana with the feet spread apart. Maybe experiment. Let's take 3 more deep breaths. So feel free to shift where the hands are. And then we'll exhale, lower, heel toe the feet so they come closer together. Bend the knees, and then we'll start to unroll the spine, keeping the arms, the trunk, the head dangling loose. And then when the shoulders rise, the head comes up. You can rotate the shoulders in circles. Take a few deep breaths to adjust to standing. And then we're going to stand active by bringing the palms to face forward, the fingers spread wide, squeeze the shoulders back, settle them down, engage the thighs, pull the pelvis in, lift the heart up. Take about 3 deep breaths. On the next inhalation, let's take the arms upwards towards the sky. Look upwards, engage the thighs. And then from here, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Come into a crescent warrior, the back heel is lifted. Now right from here, we're going to change into a 3-legged dog. So bring the hands down around the right foot. Lift the right foot and take it up and behind into 3-legged downward facing dog. Move the ankle around. On the next exhale, you might take knee to nose and shift the weight forward into the arms. Inhale the right leg upwards. And now we're going to find
up right into a pigeon's posture. So we'll take the right knee to the right hand, slide the left leg back, press into the fingertips. Feel the back strengthening the low area. And then when you're ready, begin to lower. Notice areas in the body that tension was hiding within. Notice the hip. Notice the hip flexor, the right hip, outer hip, left hip flexor. And take another full breath. And then inhale, start to rise. That was a few breaths. We're going to roll to the right hip and then swing the left leg around to come to seated. We're going to find a twist. And this twist will be to the left. So we have this right leg on the mat and we have the left foot on the mat. From here, inhale the left arm upwards. This is Marichyasana, letter D. Exhale, bring the hand down, fingers face back. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, right elbow outside the left knee. Get nice and tall, and then exhale, twist and turn. So be mindful not to lean back into this left arm or have the left arm too far back. You want it very close inward, like a second spine. You want to be pushing that knee inwards as well to help the spine twist. Turn the head as far to the left as you can. And let's just make it a practice today. So if you remember this on your own as well, we talked about in the beginning with our quote from Yogananda about not worrying, right? So we're gonna, the opposite of worrying is feeling powerful. And so powerless, uh, um, fearlessness, this is fearlessness hand gesture. We're gonna bring the fingers together and the thumb together. And we'll just do this as often as we can remember. Fearlessness hand gesture. Okay. On the next inhale, we'll come back to center and then roll to the right hip so you can take this left leg back. We're going to come back into our three-legged downward facing dog. So we have hands down, roll over the back toes, lift the right leg, and then send it up and behind. And then from here, we'll find a standing posture. So bring the right foot between the hands. We're going to come into warrior B. Plant the left heel down and then windmill the arms upwards. See if you can keep the arms straight as you go through. You'll adjust the left toes so they face left side of the mat. Arms to a T. Settle the shoulders down. Right knee. Check in, look down at the right foot, make sure you can see the right big toe. If not, that right knee needs to press to the right. Pass the fingertips in a gaze. It's a calm gaze. It's not a strained gaze at all because we're not looking at any one thing. So the eyes can just be feeling gently relaxed. And then we're going to come into a peaceful warrior, left hand down, left, and the right knee bent. Bring the arms to a T. We're going to windmill, hands down around the right foot. Step the left foot up. So we're in a forward fold. A few deep breaths here. Let's take a clearing breath. So we'll draw the air in through the nostrils. Exhale out through the mouth. Now this time with voice. So if there's house, hey, it's a breath in, let go. Ah. Gonna bend the knees, start to unroll the spine. Again, trunk, arms, head dangle loose till the shoulders rise.
With the shoulders in circles,
Maybe the head in circles.
and then from here, finding neutral. Next inhalation, reach the arms upwards. Look up. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, hands down. So we're going to step the right foot back and then inhale the left leg upwards. Inhale the left leg upwards. You're going to continue like this. I'm just going to switch directions because I don't want to have my back to the camera. So that left leg, and then on the exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, pigeon's posture. Left knee to left hand. Right leg slides back. Lift the trunk. And then exhale, lower down. You know, I forgot our crescent warrior. It's okay. we weren't there long. Today is a different sort of flow, as you're noticing. It's not something that we've actually done before. It's a little bit of a different structure. It's just whatever is coming. And so we'll take another 2 breaths. Another 4 breaths actually. Let's take a clearing breath here. In through nose, out through the mouth. And we'll start to just, notice left outer hip, right hip flexors. Right hip flexors are the front of the thigh and they go up into the abdomen, kind of like they connect the leg and the trunk. And then we'll start to rise up. We're going to roll again to the left hip and bring that right leg forward. We'll plant the right foot. And now we twist to the left. So we'll inhale the right arm upwards, look up. Exhale, right hand behind, fingers face back. Inhale the left arm up, look upwards. Exhale, left elbow outside the knee. Get nice and tall. Press into the knee to twist the spine. Looking as far right as you can, turning the head as far right as you can. So this is a calm and active left arm. We're not creating tension where energy gets stuck within it. It's an activation. It's a kind of tension, but it's not where we're going to get bound up in there. And we are always balancing the work that we do, strength and flexibility, always. So we have a balanced body, balanced mind. Remember, maybe we have fearlessness hand gesture. Another deep breath. Nice long twist to detoxify. And then inhale, come to center.
So from here, we'll roll to the left hip, swing the right leg back, bring the palms down, roll over the back toes, nice strong movement, back up into three-legged dog, left leg lifts. And then we'll exhale, left foot between the hands. We're going to find our warrior B so we can prepare, use the core to rise upwards, bring the arms to a T, and then adjust right toes to face right side of the mat, shoulders back and down, sinking into the left knee, straightening the arms, feeling fingertips moving away from each other, and leveling the arms with each other as well. Check in with the left big toe. And from here, we'll find our peaceful warrior. So we have left knee going forward, right arm going to that right leg, left arm up and over. From here, we can bring the arms to a T, windmill them around that left foot, and then we'll step up to a forward fold. Now we were in a squat earlier. Now we're a little bit more even, so we're going to revisit a squat, see how it's changed. But first, let's find this forward fold, and let's come into a more active variation. So what we'll do is grasp the big toes with the peace fingers, and then inhale, straighten the arms, look forward. You might have to be bending the knees to be here. That is quite all right. On the exhale, bend the elbows, let the trunk go, let the head go completely, gaze past the knees. And let's go a little bit deeper. This was Pada Angushtasana. We're going to go into Pada Hastasana by lifting the trunk and the head, and then bringing the hands right underneath the feet, toes to the wrists, maybe bending the knees, but maybe being able to bring the weight forward towards a few deep breaths here. Notice if some tension is being released, and then you feel that ability to relax into it. There's a little less shaking when that occurs. And then we'll start to release the hands. Come up halfway, lengthen the spine, heel toe the feet apart. We'll return back into a squat, lower the hips down, take the elbows to the insides of the knees, palms together. Squeeze the shoulders back. This one's easy for us to round and kind of like get lazy in the upper back, but we want to make sure we're never finding any parts of us as lazy. But again, actively relaxed is different than lazy. So squeezing shoulders back and down. In fact, it probably takes, it takes more willpower for us to be actively relaxed than it does for us to be lazy. And the Buddha once said, is, have, has said, and we find this elsewhere, if there was a sin, it would be laziness. And that would be the only one. Another 2 breaths. And we will be lowering the hands, lifting the hips back upwards. You can take the hands forward, keep the weight in the heels. Keep the arms straight, the legs straight. Maybe you're able to take palms down. Look towards the navel for a moment. So drop the head, chin towards chest. Look forward past the hands, back towards the navel, forward towards the hands. And then we can just look down right at the mat, walk the hands inwards, heel toe the feet closer together. Come up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lower. Inhale all the way up to standing, reach the arms upwards. Let's find side bends. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhaling center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. And then we'll bring palms together, thumbs to the heart center. So let's see where we are with time here. Let's find a balancing posture. So if you have a wall, if you feel like you want to use a wall, you have the wall. Hopefully you're close to it. If you have a lot of carpet or carpet underneath your mat, it will be a little bit more challenging than if we were to have that hard floor underneath us. So we'll just do our best, and probably mat and carpet will add to that. So just kind of feel it out. But we'll start with feet hip distance apart. You can have palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Close the eyes. Notice where the weight is in the feet. You can shift the weight forward into the toes, and notice if you go too far forward, you start to grip, right? And the heels start to lift, and we start to lose that strong foundation. So now start to send weight back into the heels. Take the weight so far back into the heels that the ball and the toes of the feet start to lift. And now again, we've lost that strong foundation. So we want to bring the feet back down where we can feel gently the toes touching the mat, but no weight really there. We feel most of the weight in the ball and the heel of the feet spread evenly between the feet. Let's start moving towards Vrikshasana, tree posture. So we'll start to engage the thighs, pull them up, pull the pelvis in and feel the glutes engage. When you do that, you feel the core engage. Then lift the chest. Start to shift the weight over to the left leg, and then we'll bring right foot to the inside of the left leg. You can have your left hand on the wall. You can have the toes on the mat, the right foot, or you can travel that foot up to the inner thigh, but maintain height. So without sinking into that hip, that left hip. This might be plenty, might stay here. You might take the arms upwards. You might be pushing the legs into each other for extra stability. And perhaps you take that right arm out to the right. And take that right arm up, maybe the left arm to the left. Take the arm up, palms together, thumbs to the heart center. And releasing. Okay, roll the ankles. And then we'll start with the other side. Before we do, go ahead and take one foot forward and just roll through the ankles there, that ankle. And then we'll switch. Take the other foot forward, roll through the ankle. Okay, and then when we're ready, okay, we'll bring palms together, thumbs to the heart center. The feet are hip distance apart. Engage the thighs, pull the pelvis, and feel the glutes engage. When that happened, did you feel the core engage? Lift the chest, draw the chin in slightly. Again, if you're by the wall, then you'll have this time the opposite hand towards that wall. So the knee will be away from the wall. We're going to start to shift into the right leg. Keeping that leg, that standing leg strong, go ahead and find that placement for the left foot somewhere to the inside of the right leg. The knee is pressing out to the left. The eyes are a single pointed vision right now. So at this point, you take your eyes to something that's not moving. You can still blur your vision, but you're focused on that one point. Then when you're ready, maybe inhale the arms up. Left arm, perhaps to the left. We'll lift that arm and take the right arm to the right. We'll lift that arm, bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. And then release the foot and roll the ankles, maybe pushing into the ball of the foot and just kind of lifting the heel going through. Go ahead and take the feet forward and start to move through the ankles. And then find your way, if you moved, find your way to the top of the mat. Here we will be opening up a little bit more. So on the next inhale, reach the arms upwards. On the exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center, look upwards. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Now from here, step the left foot to the back of the mat. And we're going to straighten the legs and then start to come up halfway. So you can bring hands to the hips and just come up right halfway. And the toes are all facing forward. This is intense side stretch, Parshvottanasana. Take the hands behind, find opposite elbows with the hands. We came into this differently than we might usually. If you feel like you can keep the spine nice and straight, then you might start to lower the trunk a little bit. And then release the arms, bend into the right knee, step the left foot up, step the right foot back, not too far back, maybe a couple feet at the most. And then inhale, come up halfway. You can take hands right behind, find hands to opposite elbows. You'll notice when the feet are like this, it requires a little bit more effort, relaxed effort to stay balanced. And then we'll bring the hands down around the left foot, lunge into the left knee, step the right foot back. Now what we did before, we're going to do it again. Step the left foot to the back of the mat, plant the palms, lift the right leg up into a three-legged dog. And then from here, we'll find our pigeon's posture. Right knee to the right hand, left leg sides back. You can sway a little bit side to side. And then when you're ready, start to lower and release in. So let the forehead rest. Be with the breath completely. Let it be even. Let's focus on maybe a 7-second inhalation, nice and slow, using the throat muscles. 7-second exhalation. we're going to take clearing breaths. You can do this with or without voice, your choice. I find the one with the voice helps us to release, um, let's say, thoughts that are not beneficial to our well being. So that is what the intention typically is anyway with those clearing breaths. So we'll go ahead and inhale through the nostrils. Exhale, release. Ah. Now, as we did before, we'll start to rise up and we will find that same twist. Madhyasana, letter D. Roll to the right hip. Bring the left leg forward. We know where we're going, so we're just going to go right there. Plant that left palm behind. The right arm lifts and we're twisting to the left. So get tall and then turn. So we'll take another 2 breaths. And this time we'll incorporate a fold. So we're going to come to center and extend the left leg forward. Bring the right foot to the left thigh. Inhale, reach the arms upwards. Exhale, fold, remembering that we want to have hands to the leg where it makes sense. So we aren't trying to force something. If we try to force something, we'll start to round the back. If it's natural for your hands to find the foot and your back can still stay nice and long, then you'll find the foot. Keep the foot flexed. 3 more deep breaths. We'll turn this into, this is Janu Shirshasana. We're going to turn into Parivrita Janu Shirshasana. So it will be revolving head to knee posture. So we're going to come up halfway, extend the left arm forward, and then turn the hand so you can hold the foot. Then begin to take the heart towards the right. Take the right arm up and then over. Now, depending on how open you are, you might keep that right arm up. Another option is like right hand to the waist. Another option for a little bit more openness, you would take that right arm up and over to the left towards the foot. For a little bit more openness, that shoulder comes down to the inside of the knee, and the hand might hold the foot as you twist to the right. But please remember, these are all variations, and it really doesn't matter which variation you are in. All that matters is that you're breathing deeply and that you're present with the practice without judging the practice itself or yourself. I'm going to start to come out of this. So what we can do is lift the trunk, fold back into the left leg, take a few more deep breaths. Notice that this is more of an opening. Now we might go a little over 1150. Being at home, I'm not sure how vital it is that we're done with this at 1150, but we're going to go ahead and rise. And then we want to switch. So we're going to take this left leg behind and then come back to where we were before, where we have our right leg upwards. And then we'll go ahead and bring the feet forward to the top of the mat. That was a quick transition, and that's okay. Take the right foot to the back of the mat. Inhale the left leg up, and then we will find our pigeon's posture on the left side. Left knee to left hand. Right leg slides back. Lift the trunk, and then lower. Make sure the face is relaxed. Make sure the mind is relaxed and calm. Simply by being here and breathing, it's so natural to just be calm. Couple more deep breaths. We're just about ready to rest. We're a lot closer. So we're going to rise up and roll to the left hip. Bring that right leg forward and plant the foot. And we're finding our twist to the right. So right hand behind, fingers face back. Left elbow outside the left knee. Get tall and then twist. And we'll inhale, come to center. Extend the right leg, bring the left foot to the right thigh. Janu Shirshasana, head to knee posture. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come forward. Find the leg. Find length on the inhale. Relaxing in on the exhale without getting the becoming lazy in the spine, right? So we still want to have spine, the muscles surrounding, still with an active back. And then we're going to revolve this. So come up halfway, take the right arm forward, turn the right hand to hold that right foot. Inhale the left arm behind, upwards. Maybe this is it. Maybe we are able to take it further. Maybe we work the shoulder down, but keep the left arm over the head as opposed to in front of the face. We're going to fold back into the right leg. And then inhale, start to rise. And from here, let's cross ankles, sit up tall. In a moment, we're going to lie down, but let's just relax the neck a little bit. So let the head go down. Keep the shoulders up. Not up, but back and down so they don't slouch, is what I meant. And then let's take some circles with the head. Once the chin drops, take a deep breath in, out through the mouth. Rotate the other way. Big circles. Shake the head out. And we'll bring the head to center. And let's come all the way down to the back. So once you're on the back, you can bring knees into the chest, give them a little bit of a squeeze. We're getting ready to rest in Shavasana. So from here, we'll take one back bend, plant the feet, walk shoulders back, lift the hips upwards, right into Setu Bandhasana, bridge posture. Maybe interlace fingers, lift the hips. Draw the knees towards each other. Exhale, release the arms lower. You can bring the knees in. And arms to a T. Fold the knees to the right. Keep the shoulder blades down. Turn the head to the left. Inhale, center. Adjust the hips so that they're more centered with the shoulders. Take the knees to the left. Turn the head to the right. And inhale the knees to center. Nice big squeeze. And then we're going to release the body completely and letting go of it. Taking feet towards the corners of the mat. Toes turn away from each other. Letting the arms be away from the trunk, the palms flipped upwards. You might walk shoulder blades back towards each other first. And then once they're stable, you can deactivate and not hold on to them anymore. And let's take a nice clearing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. So as you take the next two breaths like that, all the tension in the body and all the tension in the mind, anything that is keeping us from being calm, relaxed, trusting, we're going to allow that to be released. So deep breath in. Exhale, let go. Deep breath in. Exhale, let go. Feel that the body is lighter. Feel that the mind is lighter. As you take this time to rest completely, allow a sensation of loving light to enter through the body and let it come in differently today. Let it come in through the fingertips, through the hands, up the arms, like liquid light that starts to flow through, relaxing every part of your being, every cell, every particle, filling the whole being with cosmic energy that is love. And it's moving through the shoulders and the chest, filling up the heart center, the heart organ, the muscle, the lungs, filling up the lungs completely with loving light, filling up the whole belly with cosmic energy, filling up the entire trunk, the neck, the head. And you feel this in the upper body. And now for the lower body, let it enter through the toes, even through the toenails, through the soles of the feet, through the ankles, through the legs, the calves, the thighs, the knees, the hips, the whole pelvis. And you feel the lower body and the upper body, all that cosmic energy and love spreading together. They come together, low body, upper body. And the whole being at this time is completely filled with love and energy as you rest. Before you change anything, before you change the breath or move the body, notice the body. See that it is supported. Nature kept it going as you let it go. Notice the mind. Maybe noticing that the mind felt a little bit more free as you also, in a way, let it go. And then begin to deepen the breath. Begin to move the hands and the feet again, maybe circling or wiggling. You could take the arms, reach them behind, and let's actually take a nice big yawn. Deep breath in through the mouth. And then let's just let it go through the mouth. And then we'll take another deep yawn in. Let it go. Bring the knees into the chest. A little swaying side to side. And when you're ready, find your way up to seated. A lot of some people had to go. We went a little over. We're going to bring palms together, thumbs to the heart center, and take a moment before we leave our practice to remember to take this practice with us through the day. Remembering the breath and being with the breath will change the mind itself. To come back to this place of peace always. I'm going to chant Om just one time. You can join me if you'd like. Take a deep breath in. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you that is the same light in me. Namaste.